I'm doing some maintenance and battery swaps on the train. Also some room cleaning. It's yeah, there's a lot of just like small little pieces of wet kind of dust because I think it pretty much just the wheels of the train just collected a bunch of small dust from the tracks and it accumulated together with the lubricant and it just made these nasty tiny bits of it everywhere. So it's like really annoying to vacuum. And the problem is, if I just vacuum the track, there's still a bunch of it stuck on the train assembly itself. So it's like, and there's hair here as well. Like, holy hell, this is nasty. So I need to clean. I need to pull out all the wheel assemblies, remove all the dust and hair. Ugh. Yeah. I guess one downside of the battery assemblies I have here, they're very weird. It's 5 AAA batteries, and the middle one of them, it's hard to pull out, so you kind of need to jam your tool into here. It's better to do it with 2 hands. Here's how I have it set up right now, by the way. We have 2 battery modules, each connected to its motor and lights. It's a little bit annoying because you need to turn both of them on and there's no remote control. But I did find some really cheap Technic style, like double A 6 battery, big, what's it? Just battery blocks, battery housing, and some Technic style remote control assemblies with like an actual train proper speed remote control. So we'll see when that gets shipped in like 2 weeks, a little bit less now. We'll have to retrofit some train that I have into that. In general, I should just start reassembling stuff because I don't really have much of an idea of what exactly I want to do, but like we can start with smaller assemblies. For example, I already reassembled this vehicle. Like this is how it usually looks. This is a reassembled copy. There, I added some more asymmetry at the front. Made the nose a little bit slicker. Also, for some reason, extended the wheels to be wider. It's a pretty interesting challenge to work with limited parts like this. In general, maybe I should rip up the whole track and build a different layout, because I have a lot of spare parts here. So I think I could make something better. Alright, the trains are all shelved. Now it's time to rip out the track. There's quite a lot of stuff now that I look at it like this. Quite a lot of stuff for not quite that much money. I could put another shelf here and rework the track layout to go around it as well, because I am running a little bit low on space. Like, of course I can reorganize stuff a bit, but still. Yep, I see the issue. Like, in this tiny track, grooves, just tiny bits of random garbage get stuck, and even if you move tracks side from side to clean them, there's still going to be some stuff stuck under, under them. So you really have to do some serious prevention to not even get that occurring in the first place. So just vacuum the room very frequently. Do not run the trains on an unvacuumed track. And that might prevent most of it. It's all ripped apart. Now I just need to stack them into neat piles, but yeah. It's quite a lot of dust hidden under it. Pretty annoying. It is done. It is all piled up. A bucket of Lexi track and so many other parts. 8 switches, and then 2 of these weird switches, some crossovers. Up. Yeah, that's a lot of just dust blobs everywhere. It does feel weird having the floor empty. This track was like this for like 3 months, I think. Maybe less, maybe more. But it was a very temporarily permanent feature of this place. Okay, it's time to assemble another shelf. I have some parts here. One of them off the shelf of a model like this, another one from a little bit worse model that I had at first, but replace them with this type. And I think we'll put the spare parts when the shelf is assembled on the shelf itself. We want to have as little stuff on the floor as possible, because this place is like a freaking Minecraft dungeon. There's silverfish and spiders just running around all over the place. Sometimes, like, this place was built in like 80s and was built like absolute ass. There were gaps to the wall, like I did seal them with sealant, and that reduced the amount of stuff running in. Some window nets, just it's so horrible. I guess that is the consequence of living in a forest. Could be worse, could be Australia. These shelves, there's basically these parts, the sides of it, and then we have the stuff between them. Oop, these ones, and then the shelf just goes on top of it. So let's see. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Just want them all to be level. 2, 8, 4. Something like this, right? It's hard to count repeating patterns. And also I have no idea if it's in the frame or not. Yeah, close enough. Close enough. And we'll need to do the second pair. And then we'll need to attach the long one. After we get the first square done, it should be much easier to attach additional layers. The design is gravity and sometimes friction based, because there's a little bit of inaccuracy in the parts, so you need to hammer some of them down. Yeah. Yep. Now for the big one. Oop. This phone has a pretty narrow angle camera, it's hard to capture this stuff. But again, it is the cheapest model I could find, only $100 for an entire phone. The model is Motorola G06, if you're wondering. I tried the Xiaomi phone before that, for the similar price, but I made a mistake and it didn't have an NFC chip, and it also had some weird version of Android called Android Go, which for some reason just was missing a lot of features. So also the software with just had so much bloatware that you would need to and I did remove it through connecting to the computer and using a tool for that. With Motorola it was much easier. The software is so much better and there's no like super annoying bloatware that you cannot remove. Oh yeah, this part is annoying. It will be hard to fit it in. It's bent here. We'll leave it for later. Oh, there's a few of them like that. What the hell? Anyway, we need to bend it into place. There we go. A frame, and it's already quite rigid, just with a single layer. There's also this. Which ones are these? This one's, I think. Yeah. Some more reinforcement. Yep. Ouch. Easy. No screwing required. These two shelves inserted, it's quite solid. Now, the recommendation is to have 3 shelves on the first layer. But maybe you would need to do that if you want to have like heavy tools on each layer, like 70 kilos on each layer, as the design is rated for. But we have plastic bricks, so I think it will be fine if we have some more spacing, because I want space under it for cleaning and for railways, and on top of it I don't have it at the highest height, so I can still see on top of the shelf. Because if it would be at the highest height, then I just can't see what's going on. Okay, now for the layers, we have these extenders. What the hell? Why is this so bent? Oop. That's a bit better. Anyway, yeah, we have this. Oh my god. We have these extenders. Here I would need to hammer it. Maybe it's better to put the plastic bit on top of it before hammering. Maybe not. So I don't accidentally break the plastic bit. Actually, I don't even need to hammer it up. I can just push it in. Yeah, down the middle. It's going to be a bit wobbly right now, but once we have shelves on it, it will be as solid as the bottom one. Quite the warehouse. It's time to be the upstairs neighbor. A bunch of smaller hits works better. The entire shelf was like a musical instrument. With all the imperfections stacking up, the last layer is the hardest. Like, I even need to hammer in this piece, the second one I put in. Usually I would only need to start hammering on the third or fourth. I think I would need two hands for this. Oop. 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 There. Oop. The last piece. Oh my god, what is happening? Yeah, with all the imperfections stacking up. There. The other ones, in case they popped out while the shelf was stretching and expanding with each new layer. But yeah, but now it's held more by friction than by gravity. It's all the tension there is in the shelf. And why is one bent? Which side is nicer? Mm, let's see. Bit here maybe. looks pretty solid. Now this entire wall is covered in shelves.